Good afternoon to all of you. So, with the permission of start the proceedings of AGM. Can you please unmute, sir? Yes. Chairman, sir, if with your permission, can we start the proceeding for the day?
Yes, please. Sorry, there was a slight overrun of time with the previous meeting, but we can start.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I, Sangramjit Sarangi, President and CFO for your company, welcomes you to the 20th annual general meeting. Before we commence the proceedings, I wish to introduce the board members. Mr. Rajneesh Kumar, our chairman, Mr. Dinesh Kumar Khara, nominee director, State Bank of India, Mr. Narayan K. Seshadri, independent director, all three joined from Mumbai, Ms. Joji Sekho Gill and Mr. Deepak Amin, independent directors, both are joined from US, Ms. Sunita Sharma, independent director, joined from Delhi, Mr. Mahesh Kumar Sharma, our managing director and CEO of your company, members of senior management team, and Mr. Vinod Koende, company secretary, all joined from Mumbai. Authorized representatives of our joint statutory auditors for financial year 2019-20, Mrs. S.C. Bapna and Associates, and Mrs. R. Devendra Kumar and Associates are present in the meeting. Along with them, the representative of our new joint statutory auditor for 2021, Mrs. S.K. Patodia and Associate is also present. Representative of Mrs. Mehta and Mehta, secretarial auditor, have also joined the meeting. We believe that all our members are participating in the meeting, preferably through devices such as laptops or desktops for better experience and have stable Wi-Fi or LAN connection to avoid any kind of technical disturbances. For smooth conduct of the meeting, lines of all the members should be unmuted who are registered while they are sharing their views. Further, the transcript of the meeting shall be made available on the website of the company as soon as possible after the conclusion of the meeting. Now I request our MD, Mr. Mahesh Kumar Sharma, as MD and CEO, to welcome you all.
Thank you, Sangramjit, President and CFO. I am deeply honored to welcome you all to the 20th annual general meeting of SBI Life Insurance for financial year 2019-20 being held today. I wish all of you and every member of your family the best of health and well-being in this difficult time of COVID-19 pandemic. This year has been rewarding for the company in terms of financial and operational performance, despite a challenging macroeconomic environment and large-scale disruptions at the end of the fourth quarter due to the pandemic outbreak. I look forward to your active participation, confidence, and support in the forthcoming years. Before we proceed further, I wish to bring it to your notice that in terms of the provisions of the Company Act 2013 and SEBI listing regulations, the company has provided to its members facility to cast their votes electronically, that is through remote e-voting module administered by KFin Technologies Private Limited on all the resolutions set out in the notice. Trust all of you have referred general instructions for e-voting and for participating in this meeting. In case of members facing any difficulty while participating in the meeting or to cast their votes through e-voting, you may reach out on the helpline numbers given under e-voting instructions. I now request Mr. Rajneesh Kumar, our chairman, to initiate the meeting. Sir.
Thank you, Mahesh. Dear members, a very good afternoon to all of you. At the onset, let me wish you and every member of your family the best of health and well-being. We are living through difficult times. A global health crisis of unimaginable scale has taken a huge toll on lives and livelihoods. Please do take care of yourself and your family. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I warmly welcome you all to the 20th annual general meeting of your company. I would like to thank you for sparing the time to be with us today and for your continued faith in the company. Since the meeting is held through VC facility for appointment of proxies was not applicable. Hence, the company has not provided proxy forms to its members and did not maintain proxy register. Other applicable registers and returns and statutory documents, including annual certificate under employee stock options scheme, are available for inspection. Members seeking to inspect such documents can send an email to investor@sbilive.co.in. I have been informed that the requisite quorum being present, accordingly, I call the meeting to order. I request the members to permit me to take the notice convening this meeting as read. I would like to apprise you that Mr. Navneet Bhatia from Messrs. NL Bhatia and Associates, practicing company secretaries, appointed as the scrutinizer, is present at the meeting. Since there are no qualifications, observations, or comments on financial transactions or matters which may have any adverse effect on the functioning of the company, in the auditor's report and secretarial auditor's report, the same are not required to be read. I am pleased to report that FY 2020 was another good year for your company. The financial performance of the company for the financial year 2019-20 has been dealt with comprehensively in the annual report, which was mailed to shareholders on their registered email ID. This year, the company has prepared its second integrated annual report, which provides insights how the company creates value in the short term and long term by sharing financial as well as non-financial information along with the report of the directors, the management discussion and analysis, the report of the statutory auditors, and the annual accounts for the year ended March 31, 2020. Let me briefly recall the highlights of the company's performance as at March 31, 2020. The company has yet again delivered an outstanding performance on both financial and operational parameters across all business segments. I am pleased with the leadership position that we have maintained in the life insurance industry through our multi-channel distribution network, robust management expertise, and best-in-class customer service. Individual business has always been a focus area of the company. Individual new business premium has grown to rupees 112.4 billion, growth of 17% as compared to industry growth of 4%. The company maintained its leadership position in individual rated new business premium, which stands at rupees 97.7 billion, growth of 9%, leading to private share of 23.2% and overall market share of 13.3% in FY20. Our efforts on focusing on renewal premium continue to pay off. Renewal premium collection has grown by 25% to rupees 240.4 billion in FY20 and accounts for 59% of the premium. Our gross written premium for FY20 stands at rupees 406.3 billion, growth of 23%. On our new business product mix, individual saving business has shown growth of 16%, of which ULIP segment grew by 11%. Protection business, which contributes 13% of the total new business premium, has grown by 27%. We continue to leverage our strong distribution network to ensure profitable growth. New business premium through bank assurance channel registered growth of 14%, which contributes 60% of new business premium, and our productive agency network contributed 20% of the new business premium, while online channel grew at 13%. We continue to maintain high levels of cost efficiencies. For FY20, our OPEX ratio stood at 5.9% as compared to 6.3% of FY19. The company's profit after tax for the year ended March 31, 2020 is at rupees 14.2 billion as compared to rupees 13.3 billion previous year, a growth of 7% during the year. We did not declare any interim dividend, taking cognizance of the circular issued by the regulators in light of COVID-19 pandemic. The company's IEV as on March 31, 2020 stands at rupees 262.9 billion, growth of 17% of FY19. Value of new businesses is rupees 20.1 billion, growth of 17% over FY19, and new business margin is 18.7% as per actual tax rate. If considered on effective rate basis, Indian embedded value IEV stands at rupees 276.4 billion. Value of new business is rupees 22.2 billion, and new business margin is 20.7%. We have achieved a strong 13-month persistency of 86.1% in FY20 as compared to 85.07% in FY19, resulting in an increase of 107 basis points. 61st month persistency has improved to 59.9% in FY20 as compared to 57.23% in FY19. Company's net worth has increased by 15% from 75.8 billion as on March 31, 2019 to rupees 87.4 billion as on March 31, 2020. We are amongst the largest fund managers in India with asset under management of rupees 1,603.6 billion and debt equity mix of 79:21 as on March 31, 2020. We reached the highest AUM across the value private market in life insurance industry as on 31st March 2020. As a responsible corporate citizen, we recognize that our success is not possible without the benign support of the communities we serve. This year, the company has contributed in education, healthcare facilities, environment, and in providing relief to areas affected by natural calamities. Also, the company has made various contributions to fight COVID-19 pandemic at regional level as well as contributed in central funds. We continue to move forward to fulfill your company's mission by offering products to cater various customer segments and address different life stage requirements. We are committed to grow all lines of business as well as including the protection business in order to continue having a fairly balanced portfolio. Enhancing customer focus through digitization remained our key focus for FY20. Customer centricity is at the heart of all our activities, and we are swiftly embracing evolving technology trends to meet customer requirements in a timely manner. Innovation remains our key focus area and help us achieve higher profitability and business excellence. The company's successful journey bears testimony to our ability to cater our varied pool of customers across every nook and corner of the country. Our pan-India presence, due to the banca partnership, coupled with continuous investment in digital and technological platforms, will enable us to enhance the company's productivity, profitability, and outreach. During the pandemic, company has continued to deliver its customer through digital platform. Information and cybersecurity has been given utmost importance along with business continuity and safety of its employees and distribution partners. Initial 2 months of current financial year, that is April and May, were slow on account of travel restrictions, but now the situation is slightly improved and the company should be able to close the financial year in a better manner as compared to initial months of this financial year. Your company is now part of Nifty 50 index with effect from tomorrow, that is September 25th, 2020. On behalf of the management and the board, I assure you that we will continue to set new benchmarks in the life insurance industry in terms of consistent premium growth and enhanced customer satisfaction. Speaking about the management team and thousands of motivated employees of the company, it is the resilience of this team that has helped the company to deliver a strong financial performance. I sincerely and gratefully acknowledge the unstinted support and wise counsel provided by my colleagues on the board. Before I conclude, on behalf of the company, I wish to place on record our gratitude to all our shareholders, customers, distributors, and regulatory authorities for their continued support and for reposing trust in us. Thank you. I understand that members desirous of speaking have already registered as speakers. With due respect to other speakers and time, I request you to kindly be brief and restrict your questions to matters as set out in the notice, annual accounts and operations of your company for the financial year 2019-20. Now I request Mr. Vinod Goyande, Company Secretary, to start the question and answer session.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. We have a list of members who have registered to share their views. First, members who have ensured availability of all the technical support as mentioned earlier, including the device with the camera or webcam, along with a good network to avoid any disruption while you are participating in the meeting. I would request them to be ready when the moderator will call out their names to share their views or ask the questions. Also, a request to the members to restrict their views question for about 3 minutes. Q&A sessions will be moderated by S.V. Raju. Over to you, moderator.
Thank you, sir. I'll be bringing the speakers one after another. I request the speakers to continue to be on mute until your name is called. Thank you. I request the first speaker, Mr. Aspi Bamangsha Besania, to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your camera and ask your question, sir. Mr. Aspi.
Sir, directors and shareholders. I thank the company secretary for giving me an opportunity to talk in the meeting. I welcome Mr. Mahesh Kumar Sharma as MD, and I'm sure he'll contribute well to the company. I wanted to even welcome Sunita Sharma and Ashutosh Pednekar, but both are missing today. So since Mr. Mahesh Kumar Sharma is anti-money laundering specialist, he should ensure that no black money comes into our company as premium. At the same time, he should not trouble our policymakers by asking them to do KYC. Yeah? Can you hear me?
You're audible, sir. Please proceed. Thank you.
Okay. At the same time, he should not trouble our policymakers, policyholders by asking them to do KYC every 2 years, like what you do in SBI, Chairman, sir. So I'm happy that our company is going into Nifty 50, and for which I congratulate the management. I also appreciate your skipping the dividend. Do not give a dividend till the company is properly capitalized. The Q1 market share is only 24% in new business premium, whereas our parent has more than 50% market share in deposits. So when do we expect to reach 50% in our company also? The total protection new business premium has reduced by 33% in Q1. You should promote protection business since margins are high over there. The month persistency, 25, 37, and 49-month persistencies have also reduced. So going forward, 61-month persistency will be low. You have enjoyed the fruits of plants planted, not planted eggs. So what is the embedded value on 30 June? As on 31st March, it was 26,000 crores. So thank you and all the best.
Thank you, sir. I request the next speaker, Prakashini Ganesh Shenoy, to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your camera and ask a question, please. Prakashini Ganesh Shenoy. To unmute your audio, kindly click on the red color button at the bottom.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
You're audible, ma'am. Please proceed. Thank you.
Yeah. Respected Honorable Chairman, other dignitaries on the board, and my fellow shareholders, good evening, good afternoon to all of you. I received the annual report well in time, which is simple, knowledgeable, and contains all the information as per the corporate governance. I thank the company secretary and her team for the same. Sir, this is the first time that a company is conducting meeting under video conferencing due to COVID-19. We are living, the chairman has given a fair picture of the company and its working other aspects beautifully in his opening speech. We are living in a days where everything is unpredictable times, including our existence. In such a circumstances, running a company like ours is not a small thing. I appreciate, sir. Sir, I have few questions. What is the effect of COVID-19 on a company and what are its challenges? What are the learnings from lockdown and how is the company implementing these learnings? Do we come under the purview of GST? If yes, what is the rate? I wish the company good luck for a bright future and pray God that the profit of the company shall reach the peak in due course. Sir, I support all the resolutions put forth in today's meeting. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I request the next speaker, Mr. Santosh Kumar Saraf from Kolkata, to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your camera and ask a question, please. Mr. Santosh Kumar Saraf. We have not received any feedback from the speaker. Moving on to the next speaker, Mr. Vinay Vishnu Bhide. Mr. Vinay Vishnu Bhide from Mumbai, I request you to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your camera and ask a question, please. There is no feedback from the speaker as well. I request the next speaker, Mr. Tamal Kumar Majumdar from Kolkata, to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your camera and ask a question, sir.
1 minute. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Kumar, Mr. Khara, Mr. Sharma, and other directors of the company. Myself, Tamal Kumar Majumdar, an equity shareholder from Kolkata. Sir, I have not been allowed to speak at the SBI AGM despite my listing as a speaker. And nice to note, this same formula is not being followed in this company, not being followed here. And I will concentrate solely on the accounts. And I hope your moderator has a tendency of disconnecting the line. I seek chairman's indulgence in this regard, because I will concentrate only on accounts. Sir, despite COVID-19 pandemic at the end of the year, our company's result during financial year 20 in comparison to financial year 19 is good. But the company had to provide 52.58 crores against its investment in Dewan Housing Finance Limited during financial year 20. What is the present status in this regard? Whether our company raised any claim? And as the COVID pandemic is still active, would you please share your thoughts in respect of our business expectation from the remaining part of the year? And do you believe that our asset quality will deteriorate further and further additional provision will be required, or our prudent company management will be able to cope with the manner successfully? Sir, private insurance companies like SDFC Life made extra provision for COVID-19 impact in their accounts of financial year 1920. I want to know our company's position in this regard. Sir, our company increased its overall new business margin to 18.7 from 17.7 last year. But it is much lower than its competitor HDFC Life's 25.9% and ICICI Prudential Life's margin of 21% during financial year 20. Would you please share your thinking in this regard and margin expectation from financial year 21? Sir, as regards solvency ratio is concerned, its ratio of 195% is higher than ICICI Prudential solvency ratio of 194% and HDFC Life solvency ratio of 184%. Considering the turbulent scenario, please share with us solvency ratio in Q1 of financial year 21 and your expectation from the remaining part of the year. Sir, sorry to note that though the company talked about its distribution reach in page 91, and the chairman also mentioned, with 1,30,418 insurance advisors, 53,096 certified insurance facilitator, and 937 officers. There is not much change in respect of dependence on our parent bank of India in getting business. Out of total commission paid for bank insurance of rupees 977 crores, it is in page 199. State Bank share is a massive 950 crores, and which comes to 92.22% paid for bank insurance. And if we consider the total commission of 1,566 crores in financial year 20, then State Bank share is a whopping 60.66% in financial year 20 in comparison to 59.26%. So, despite increase in employees, State Bank's share of commission actually increased. It's unique. Your agents number increased, everything increased, but SBI's commission increased by more than 1%. And high dependence on a single bank in getting insurance business is not at all a good sign. Why the management is not taking steps to decrease the said huge dependence on SBI? And what about bank insurance business with other banks? Would you share your thoughts in this matter? And sir, would you please share with us the reason for abrupt surrender of certificate of commencement to the Central Bank of Bahrain and withdrawal of all resources of the company? What was the total cost involved in this imbroglio, and under which head it is being shown? Sir, nice to note that our asset under management grew by 14% during financial year 20 at 1,60,363 crores, with debt equity mix of 79.21%. 79:1. And against SDBI's life AUM of 1,27,226 crores, with debt to equity is 71:29. As the market bounced back during the current year, do you believe that the AUM scenario will change in the positive direction during the current year? And sir, due to trend in increasing protection business across individual and group segments over years, following the trend during the year, individual product business has increased by 42%. Do we believe that the same trend will continue in the coming years? And what is your expectation from the remaining part of the year? And sir, what is the present status of SAT instruction to IRDI to recalculate the interest earned in advance premium collected? It is in page 220. And whether our company made any general provision in this respect. And sorry to note from page 241 of the annual report that IRDI penalized our SBI Life for not completely or properly printing amended sections 41 and 45 in the proposed form. This gives a wrong signal. SBI is a nationalized bank, and as if it appears they are not interested in sharing real information with its policy. So would you share your thoughts in this regard? And lastly, sir, during the financial year 20, one of the promoters of the company, State Bank of India, decreased its holding to 57.60% during financial year 20 by selling a portion of their share holding in the market. Whether the State Bank of India and or BNP Paribas Cardiff may go for further dilution of their stake during financial year 21 or subsequent years. Please share your thoughts. And thank you, Chairman, for allowing me to complete my speech. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. I request the next speaker, Mr. Sanjog Saraf from Kolkata, to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your camera and ask your question, please. We have not received any feedback from the speaker. Moving on to the next speaker, Mr. Dinesh Gopaldas Bhatia from Mumbai. Mr. Dinesh, I request you to unmute your audio, switch on your camera and ask your question, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're audible. Please proceed. Thank you.
Congratulations, Chairman जी. आपने तो स्टेट बैंक के माफिक ये स्टेट बैंक SBI लाइफ को भी बहुत बढ़िया बना दिया. बहुत अच्छा मुनाफा है. कोविड पीरियड में भी हमारी जो कंपनी जो है उसका मुनाफा अच्छा रहा है. काफी हम देख रहे हैं कि हमारी जो भाव भी जो है स्टॉक एक्सचेंज में वो दिखा रहा है कि हमारी कंपनी का प्रोग्रेस क्या है. क्योंकि हमारा लास्ट ईयर जो भाव था 550-600 तक चला गया था अंडर हमारा IPO, लेकिन अभी तो भाव अच्छा हो गया है. अभी तो 900 रुपये के आसपास चल रहा है भाव. वो जो हमारी अच्छी शाइनिंग दिखा रहा है कि हमारी कंपनी तरक्की कर रही है। बाकी तो मैं आपको और आपका पूरा टीम को ये जो 66 पेज पे जो अवार्ड्स जो मिला है उसके लिए आपको, आपका पूरा टीम को कांग्रेचुलेशन करता हूँ कि बस ऐसे ही आगे तरक्की करे, हमें अवार्ड्स मिलते रहे, हमारी कंपनी मुनाफा करती रहे। और आपका जो सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट ने हमें जो इधर बोलने का जो मौका दिया उसके लिए भी मैं उनका भी थैंक्स करता हूँ। और हर एक रिजोल्यूशन में मेरी तरफ से सपोर्ट है। थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. I request the next speaker, Mr. Ravi Kumar Naredi from Bhilwara, to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your camera and ask your question, sir. Mr. Ravi Kumar. We have not received any feedback from the speaker. The next speaker is Mr. Kirti Shah from Mumbai. Mr. Kirti Shah from Mumbai, I request you to unmute your audio.
Good afternoon, sir. Chairman, sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
चेयरमैन सर, अभी आपने प्रोमोटर होल्डिंग क्यों घटाया हुआ है? आपने प्रोमोटर होल्डिंग आपने 2% डाउन किया है, उसकी वजह क्या रही सर मार्च और जून में?
आप अपना प्रश्न करते रहें, फिर हम लोग सब एक साथ जवाब देंगे।
अच्छा, कोई बात नहीं सर। चेयरमैन सर, अभी आपने 2% होल्डिंग घटाया, उसके बारे में बात करनी है। अभी आगे क्या ग्रोथ आपको दिख रहा है? अभी ये जो कोविड सिचुएशन में अपने को कितना लॉस हुआ है और अभी करंट क्वार्टर से कैसे पोजीशन है, वो थोड़ा हाईलाइट करेंगे तो आइडिया आएगा पूरा। क्योंकि सभी पूरी इंडस्ट्री आज डूबी हुई है इन जनरल, तो उसके लिए आपका आगे क्या व्यू है वो थोड़ा हाईलाइट करेंगे। चेयरमैन सर, अपना जो 10 रुपए का फेस वैल्यू शेयर्स है और मार्केट में जो डिलीवरी वॉल्यूम है बिलो 50% है, तो उसके लिए भी जरा सोचने की जरूरत है कि 5 रुपीज या 2 रुपीज की करने की जरूरत है। क्योंकि इतना हाई प्राइस में वॉल्यूम आपको बहुत, डिलीवरी वॉल्यूम बहुत कम है, छोटे से इसमें आ नहीं रहा है, तो उसमें भी जरा आप सोचने की जरूरत है। बाकी मैंने आपको ईमेल किया हुआ है। विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
Thank you, sir. I request the next speaker, Ms. Vasudha Vikas Dakwe, to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your camera and ask a question, please. Ms. Vasudha Vikas Dakwe. Ms. Vasudha, we are not getting any audio input from you. I request you to please try again. We have not received any feedback from the speaker. With that, all the speakers who have registered to speak and are currently logged in to speak are given an opportunity to ask their question. I now hand it over back to the chairman, sir, and report. Thank you.
Sir, can I start the
You are now
answers?
muted.
Then in between, we will request Chairman sir to intervene if required.
So what we can do is, because some of the questions are common, and the question about the shareholding, promoter shareholding, why did we divest 2%? So I would request Dinesh Khara if he can throw some light on it. Diwan Housing, if you people have update, you can give, or otherwise I will give an update. And the questions relating to the performance, persistency, these questions may be answered by Mahesh.
Sir, so thank you, sir. I'm Dinesh Khara. I would like to respond question relating to promoter holding and the divestment which has taken place in the current year. We were under obligation in terms of the SEBI rules to divest our holding to meet the MPS requirements, and we have divested our holding just to meet the MPS requirements. And of course, we have no plans to do any further divestment in the going forward. So, and as far as Cardiff is also concerned. They are also having some obligations, but they are having a lock-in of their holding till October 2nd, and after that they might be looking forward for divesting their holding, but we have yet to hear from them in this direction. The other question which was relating to the Dewan Housing, of course, Dewan Housing, it was more of a prudent policy which was adopted by the company for providing for whatever investments they had in this particular matter. And of course, we are waiting for the resolution process to really get taken to culmination. And once the resolution gets resolved, once the account gets resolved, the company would be in a position to book the profit, whatever would be the recovery in that particular instance. About the performance of the company, maybe I will request Sangramjit if he can respond to the questions.
Yeah. So first of all, I'd like to talk about some of the common questions about the future of the company, especially in the COVID situation. So one thing I'd like to say that COVID situation has been handled very well by the company, and even though we lost a lot of business during April and May, half of May almost, but we are making it up, and the company's renewal premiums have grown by about 30% going forward, and the new business premium is also overall 14% we have grown, and in certain areas like individual business premium we are slightly lower by about 17% we are below last year in individual new business premium, but we are very confident that because we are seeing the trends for June, July, August going forward, I think we will be able to do much better than we have done during this pandemic. Otherwise, the pandemic has not affected the company much. We have taken all the steps to keep our employees safe, and also all the distributors and all our other stakeholders safe. So we have been following all the local guidelines very strictly, and all the regulations regarding sanitization and social distancing, and all the things are being followed very strictly in the company. So we, as an industry also, the COVID pandemic has actually thrown some challenges and some opportunities. So we are increasing our protection business share as a result of this, and as a result of our continued focus, which started about 3 years back. So our focus on protection is also increasing. So going forward, we see a lot of more traction on protection happening. Yeah. So Sangram, if
Yes.
you can kindly take the specific questions
Yes.
about figures.
Starting with, we have a very strong AML and CFT principle and policies in place, and we don't accept any cash. So just to answer the first question about acceptance of black money or anything, since inception till date, we have never accepted cash, as we have been very strong. AML and CFT guidelines and processes are in place. So we'll continue to do that and to give you that comfort. Second, yes, we appreciate that you have also given us the confidence, and we have done well, and that's the reason we have now entered into the Nifty 50 from tomorrow onwards. Market share was at 24%, and happy to say that at this moment we are continuing at this rate of 24.2 YTD August 20, as far as in the private market share is concerned, and total market share including LIC we are at 6.8%. So we are very comfortable as the new business premium is concerned. And about the stake of State Bank of India, already our director, Mr. Khara, has already submitted that. As far as the protection business is concerned, in the quarter 1, it has actually 33% decrease. But in fact, YTD, we have done very well. And we are at par with the last year's number, YTD August 20, a similar number, YTD August 19. So we are going, as MD said, we are very focused on the protection. And Chairman sir already said, and we are eyeing for a good number for this year. Persistency, it was a aberration because initial first quarter, but as far as the FY20 was concerned, we have improved by 110 basis points as compared to FY19. And at this moment, because of this pandemic, there was all cohorts, 25th month to 61st months, all cohorts we have improved. And on the 13th month, there was a small dip, but we are of the opinion that we will be able to manage that going forward. As far as EV is concerned, as a principle, we declare EV half yearly and yearly only. And as on 30th June 2020, we have not declared EV. As far as the effect of COVID is concerned, already we discussed. As far as the impact of lockdown, already we have given you the background. The 52.5% as far as the exposure to DHFL, which was being provided fully in the book. And at this moment, there is no other stress asset in our portfolio. And we don't envisage anything going forward at this moment because 92% of our portfolio are AAA rated and above. As far as the COVID provisions was concerned, we have provided 60 crores and we are comfortable at this moment because only we have received 680 claims till date. Margin, we are comfortably placed at 20.2 at this moment at end of June. And as far as the comparison to SDFC and IPRU are concerned, we are consistently improving our all business numbers. And this is a derivative of our all the numbers which will come in the coming 2 quarters to come. And we hope that we will maintain our consistency in the all parameters, including margin. Solvency ratio was 1.95 as on 31st March 20, whereas at the end of first quarter, we were actually at 2.39, very robust, very strong. And today also, YTD August, we are continuing with the same rate. As far as the distributions are concerned, yes, SBI contributes almost 60% plus in our new business premium. But having said so, we have also de-risked ourselves and gone into other relationship with other banks like Indian Bank, Allahabad Bank, South Indian Bank. Recently, we have tied up with UCO Bank as well as Yes Bank. And also, we have been consistently looking out for partnerships where we have gone tied up with NBFCs. And this year also, we're expecting to do more tie-ups coming 2 quarters. As far as the increase in SBI commission is concerned, as I said earlier, the 60 to 62% business contributed by SBI. So obviously, the commission was higher as compared to the agency channel. CBB Bahrain, the total expenses were actually 12 crores, and it is shown in the other expenses as part of the Schedule 3 of the financials. As far as the IRDAI's direction was concerned, as per the SAT direction, it has been referred back to IRDAI for recalculation. As and when the amount will be given to us from the regulator, we will take appropriate call, and accordingly we will look so to in the part of the financials. As far as the decrease in shareholding of SBI was concerned, it has already been given you the answer. But at this moment, SBI is holding 55.5% and Cardiff is holding 5.2%, respectively, both the promoter shareholders of the company. So this we have given you all the answers as we discussed. And as far as the business going forward is concerned, I request MD to brief to you all.
Yeah, so going forward, like I said, the trends that we see from June onwards, we are seeing normalization of the trend. We are also seeing that there is interest, growing interest in some of the products which suddenly got affected, like ULIP products. So now we are seeing renewed interest in ULIP products also. It is to be kept in mind that many of our ULIP products are linked to debt-based funds. So the returns have been pretty good. And if you look at the long-term returns, the 3-year and 5-year returns, our returns are very, very comparable with the best in the market and in the benchmarks. And so we do not envisage any sudden drastic change going forward. As you can make out that in this pandemic, everybody is more focused on protection. So protection is definitely going to be more in focus. We have some very new products which have come out, and an excellent product like Purna Suraksha, where we offer protection against 36 critical illnesses in addition to life cover. So that is also launched in the market. Similarly, we will be bringing more and more. We'll bring some innovative products related to health also, and we are also trying to participate in the sandbox program of IRDAI. So going forward, we will be launching more new products and trying to make sure that we have a very healthy mix, which goes from the which can provide cover to all the Indians across the country, whether they are in rural areas or whether they want ULIPs and they are conscious about the investment in equities. So we do not see any challenges at this point of time. Only future will tell how the situation pans out. But as it looks right now and how the things are unlocking, we are very confident about the performance of the company. Thank you very much.
Sir, before I hand over to Chairman, sir, I request all the shareholders, if you have any further queries or questions, please write to us directly to our company secretary, and we will appropriately resolve those queries. Thank you. Over to you, sir, Chairman.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mahesh, Dinesh, and all others for answering all the questions which shareholders raised. So before we proceed further, I wish to bring to your notice that in terms of the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and SEBI listing regulations, the company had provided to its members facility to cast their votes electronically, that is through remote e-voting module administered by KFin Technologies Private Limited on all the resolutions set out in the notice. To facilitate the members who could not cast their votes on the resolutions set forth in the notice may do so now, availing the e-voting system which is available for 30 minutes from now. Further, I authorize the CFO of the company or the company secretary to declare the results of the remote e-voting as soon as the electronic voting is done at the AGM today. The results will be announced within 48 hours to the stock exchanges, as well as disseminated on the website of the company along with the scrutinizer's report. The same would be duly recorded as part of the proceedings of the AGM. I now thank all of you for your support. With your permission, I call this meeting to an end. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.